Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our first report meeting of the month of April. Before we get started, we're going to have an invocation and ask our legal counsel to lead us that invocation. And after that, we'll have pledges to the flag, please.
Please rise. Bow your head. Heavenly Father, we ask your blessing on our work here today. We would ask that you be with each and every one of us as we go through the agenda and contemplate the things that we're going to do for this county and the improvements that we can make overall. Lord, we would ask your wisdom to each and every public official here, that you grant them a large measure of your wisdom in everything they do today. Also, Lord, we would ask that you extend your healing hand to all the folks in the county who are sick or infirm or have illnesses that need to be addressed. And we would ask your blessing on that healing process. Lord, grant your wisdom and blessing to the leaders of our country and keep us safe as we go forward from here. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor and protect this flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, Councilor, for leading us in the pledge. Thank you, audience, for participation. Before we call the meeting to order, at this time, I would please ask you to, if you haven't already done so, turn your cell phones off or on silent. And if you get a call, if you would, please go out in the hallway and so we don't interfere with the meeting. Thank you. This is a regular report meeting of April 11th, 2022, a little bit after 2 p.m. We'll call this meeting to order. And our first agenda item is to approve the minutes from March the 28th meeting. If you haven't already done so, Commissioner, let me give you a chance to look at that, see if there's any corrections or additions to those minutes, please.
Make a motion.
Have a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
Have a second motion by Commissioner King, a second by Commissioner Cook. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The next item of business is a report from the Acadian Ambulance Service, and we have who here today? Oh, here we go. Alex?
Anthony.
Huh? Anthony. Oh, okay. Sorry, Anthony. Come forward, please.
So for last month, from March 15th to April 11th, we had a total of 6 responses. 3 of them were medical related, 1 of them was trauma, and then 2 of them were fire standbys in Loving County.
Okay,
And then 1 transported to Winkler County Memorial.
from where?
To Winkler County Memorial Hospital.
Oh,
You unable to locate that? I assume that was on a rig site or something?
No, that was actually at the Horseshoe. So we got a call for someone having an incident at the Horseshoe. We ended up responding, and when we got there, the patient had already taken off with their own personal vehicle. So we pretty much stayed around, looked for a bit, and of course at that point we just canceled the call.
How's the transition been?
It's going pretty well. I think it's going to be a good start for us. I know there's going to be a lot of rough patches ahead, but I think some growing pains. But other than that, I think it's going to be a good start.
thank you. The next item of business is to receive matters of business from the audience. Casey, you filled out a participation form. You want to wait till we get down to that agenda item, or you want to address it now?
I can wait till we get to the end.
Okay. Receive matters of, oh, we already said that. Payment of bills. Commissioners, we received those in our email, and so your motion to pay our bills.
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Hopper and a second by Commissioner King. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
I abstain for me.
Commissioner Renteria votes aye, except for Amy abstains, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Any opposed? And now the officials' monthly reports. Our first one is the county treasurer report.
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
Have a motion by Commissioner King, a second by Commissioner Hopper. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, now then we have the sheriff's ad valorem tax report.
I'll make a motion.
Just a minute. Vehicle titling restoration report. No activity report. Right,
Not what I see.
and just the ad valorem tax report and the vehicle restoration report. Who made that motion?
I'll make a motion.
Okay. For a second,
I'll second.
have a motion by Commissioner Renteria, second by Commissioner King. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Now then, the Loving County JP report, and we received that via email. Commissioners, here a motion to approve that one.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. Have a motion by Commissioner Hopper and a second by Commissioner Cook. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And now the county and district clerk report.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Renteria, second by Commissioner Hopper. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? We don't, where's, auditor's not here? Where's your report?
I put in the email that since I was out last week, we didn't have the bank statements, and so I was not gonna have it ready until the next court.
So we don't have it this court?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you. We will, move on down to the Loving County Constable report.
You make a motion?
I'll second it.
Have a motion by Commissioner Hopper, second by Commissioner Renteria. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Is that all the reports?
I believe so.
Okay, thank you. Then we'll move on to our next item is Dina. Come on up.
I'm here. I apologize for not being here the last couple of months. That was San Antonio and San Angelo and Houston stock shows. I'm happy to report that out of 10 of those 10 hogs that actually went to San Antonio, 4-H and FFA kids, 6 of those made the sale. 2 of those were 4-Hers and the rest were FFA members, so we did really good there. San Antonio, we also had some animals make the sale at Houston. I think we had 6 make the sale at Houston. And so a couple of those were 4-Hers and the rest FFA members. So I still follow all the FFA members too, because we're all there at the same time, so it's great. Just wanted to let y'all know the Fashion Interior Design Project, they're meeting twice a week. We're gonna have a big contest. We've got probably 20-something entries in our district contest for all of the different craft show and fashion show items, and then we'll have we have probably about 8 kids that have actually made their own outfits that are gonna be able to model their own outfits there. We actually had a calf scrambler, which it wasn't a 4-H kid, it was an FFA kid, but I was there. I was the only adult leader there at the time, so I went ahead and went with him, and Ethan Tarragano from Wink High School, he caught, and he is going to get a steer for this coming year to show at Houston because he caught in this calf scramble. So that was a really cool moment for him and his family, so it's really a great thing. Our shooting sports is kind of kicking off. We're getting a lot more adult leaders. We have 4 people certified this past weekend in archery. We've had railroad ties donated. We've had electric poles donated. We've got a space cleared off at the backside of the Wink 4-H fence that we're going to build a backdrop and everything for the shooting sports to kick off. We're probably going to go ahead and kick off our archery before anything else, and we'll go into the Barnes facilities that we already have for those. So I'm thinking within the next month or so, we'll actually have some kids shooting in archery. That's I'm really excited about that, to tell you the honest truth. We have a consumer decision-making team that's been practicing, then we'll have an intermediate team going to district. We have, let's see what else goes. We have a Kids, Cows, and More Ag Awareness event coming up over in Ector County, and Kermit finally agreed to take their kids, their 3rd graders, to the Ag Awareness event. So I've been trying to get that done for like 5 years now, and they've always said no. And now that my Jesus Esparza is now the vice principal, he was actually my garden club leader before, he talked them into it, and they're gonna get to go. So Link's going too. We got both the schools going. We have livestock judging teams. Oh my gosh, another exciting thing. We have 3 livestock judging teams, 4-member teams that are all going, a junior, an intermediate, and a senior, going on the 22nd to Lubbock to the Texas Tech district contest. So hopefully, and we have actually another individual with that too. So we have all 4 teams, so 4 members and 1 extra kid that we're going to take up there. So, and they've been practicing every week. Giovanni LeCompte, the FFA teacher, is actually my judging coach, and it has been an amazing partnership. So that's going to be a great deal. We've ordered lamb and goat tags for the state fair. We've got steer tags and heifer tags, and we're trying to get all that stuff done for this next show season, trying to get our numbers in so we can get tags in. That's a big deal. We've got 12 kids that are practicing right now a Mexican folkloria dance. I'm not sure I said that right. There's a choreographed routine to go to our district roundup, so I've got 2 teams going in another deal at the district roundup. So I'm going to have over 25 kids going to district roundup competitions, which is amazing. That's really, really cool. Our Kermit Elementary is still working. They've got their garden. It's starting to grow. It's up and growing. It's doing well. Got hatching in the classroom. The eggs will go in Wednesday. to hatch some eggs in the classrooms at Kermit Elementary, and I just did last week, we did a raised bed, garden, and pecan tree workshop at the community center in Kermit, and we just got that done last week. So that was quick and short and sweet, and there it is. So you have any questions?
Very good, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you very
I'm
much.
gonna go ahead and excuse myself. Thank you.
Oh.
I've got a lot of stuff to do at work, so thank you all for everything you do for us.
Yeah, thank you, Nancy.
Hi, y'all.
Update on, Loving County roads, we don't have anybody with the, road building project out there, nobody's doing? With, Hamilton or, Neil Buckley was here earlier.
No, they're not in the audience.
Did not anybody in, okay. Well, maybe you could fill us in.
Sure.
What's going on? We're just calling you a couple of times, Casey.
So the construction progress we got going on right now. See all the bypass has been cleared. We got quite a few of the culverts installed. So culverts on County Road 100, County Road 300. See, they got the crusher set up, mile marker 6 on County Road 200. So they're just getting that ready to go. They haven't quite stockpiled any material yet. Encore has done a bunch of work for us at County Road 100 in the bypass. They've moved the pole out of the right of way, set new poles on the edge of the right of way. So that's good. And then at the west side of town, they put the underground lines in. They just need to take out the overhead lines. So I'll have to find out from Colton when that'll be done.
Neil talked to him this morning, said he's gonna have to dig that out. That they didn't pack it right.
Okay,
They're gonna have to dig that material out, they covered that.
their conduits.
Yes,
sir. I just pushed it dirty and didn't pack it, so they're gonna take it out, so they'll repack it.
James Hamilton is gonna do that, or they're gonna make Encore?
I think James and we're gonna go ahead and do it, that's
Okay,
what I heard.
I'm not sure, Casey.
I heard
Thank
Johnny
you.
mention something about that last week. I'll ask Johnny again. Who's actually doing it. Looks like they started clearing along County Road 300 as well.
Yeah, they've done some milling.
The asphalt mix design, we're still waiting on that to see how they're gonna change that. There's, I guess the rock, the material was too fine of a grade for Mr. Buckaloo, so we're gonna try to get something a little bit coarser. So that's still in the works. They gave us a schedule this past week with their monthly billing, and they're estimating completion at October 20th right now.
On the whole thing?
So hopefully they're gonna start picking up some progress here. This time of year now, they can also start doing seal coat, so I'll have to find out when they wanna start doing that.
Yes.
And I want to say the asphalt plant should be coming in soon as well.
Now, I see you have somebody with you today, is that Dean?
Yes, sir. Jason Dean's here. He's an architect for the UPS inspection station.
That's good. Mr. Dean like to die, though.
You want me to come elaborate on that now or in a little bit?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's been at least 4 months since I've seen you guys. I've been recovering from long COVID. So, spent 3 weeks in the hospital and it's just been a slow recovery. I'm on oxygen, not just COVID, but COVID pneumonia and atrial fibrillation. I got the triple whammy. So, yeah, I almost didn't make it. And I'm still struggling breathing as I speak. I'm on oxygen for 2 more weeks, but aside from all that, I'm on the mend and we're working on getting your drawings completed. So, and I wanted to show my face so you guys knew I was still with you. So,
Well, we've been hearing about you, but it hadn't all been good at times.
you know, I could get up and work for an hour, and then I'd have to take a nap for 2, and it was just I'm still recovering. I'm
Yes.
3.5 months into this now. So, and they said it could take at least 6, so.
Wow.
I don't recommend it.
You can't die on us yet.
I'm trying not to.
Well, you promised that you would help us renovate this courthouse.
I'm still planning on that too.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the long and short of it. But I wanted to show my face to everybody and let you know that I'm still involved.
We're glad you're doing better, Mr. Dean. Thank you.
Well, thank you. All right, your floor is yours.
Okay, Casey, while you're up there, let's just go on down to 14. Okay. And 14, and while Casey's there, is to approve a change order with LCA for construction phase of the county road construction and maintenance program. And I sent that to you, commissioners, in an email, and I'm sure you got it. And that email should explain it to you that we've added more stuff for LCA to do with the road projects, and therefore it's costing them more time to come out here, and he's coming out twice a month now to our meetings each month instead of once. So that they're gonna need some more money for the construction part. I think it's 27,000, is that right?
Maximum total fee says 35,650. 35,650
Is it the increase?
The original budget was for around $27,000.
Okay, that's what I got, 27.
And then so based on the hours we've used to date, from November, when we awarded the contract, through March, we've used about 140 hours, 141 hours. We have about 190 hours in our budget. So in the past couple of months, we've been reviewing, the proposed materials, so we get from the electrical subcontractors, from James Hamilton for the concrete materials, for the cattle guard, the underground conduits, the culvert piping, the roadway signs. So we're getting all those different items. Billing each month, we have quite a few hours going back and forth, making sure with the inspectors, they saw if there was overages, what the overages were, documenting those. You know, maybe they removed 6 pump jack anchors instead of 4 that we found. Just confirming that everything's correct and true.
So you're asking for another 230 hours, correct?
Yes, sir. So, and if we don't need them, then we won't bill them. So essentially, when our original line item is 100% spent, we'll start a new, like cost code internally, and we'll bill hourly. And if we don't get to 230 hours, maybe we get to 180, then we'll cut it off at that. We won't bill the whole now.
So we're just paying for what you use.
Yes, sir.
But the max cost increase would be roughly $8,000 over what you had before, because it was 27 and some change before.
No, sir, it would be the whole 36,000.
I understand, but so is 36 or the 35,650, is that on top of the 27?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Gotta get it done. I'll make a motion to approve the adjustment.
The change order,
Yes.
okay? Yeah, I'll second. Okay, have a motion by Commissioner King, a second by Commissioner Cook. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Take care. Okay, well, we're still on the county roads, commissioners. Y'all want to say anything about your county roads?
George has worked on the shoulder where it was a little messed up, so he's
On
already.
200?
200. So he's got that.
Okay.
He still needs a little bit, but he's, I'm gonna say he got it pretty.
Okay.
I think it was, close to, what was it, mile marker step? On the shoulder,
That kind of somewhere.
right there where the culvert is.
Mhm.
So he's, put some material on it, it looks good.
Good.
That's all I have,
Also, while we're talking about County Road 200, Mr. Buckaloo had mentioned that down on the very end where we laid it out, that asphalt into into Ward County just a little ways. Kind of make it, we kind of want to make it smooth. But at the end of that pavement in Ward County, it's a big choke on it. And, Ward County had done it. And he thought that maybe we might put some stuff in there, try to fix it before something like that wreck.
You're gonna chase that all the way down that road. Anytime you got a transition off of asphalt like that,
Yes, sir.
people slow down when they get there, so when they hit that road, it pushes material out of the way.
Right.
And you're just gonna chase it down the road. If we fill it in with anything other than caliche, it's just gonna be a thing that we deal with from now on.
He recommended that we either use, some of this wrap material and wet it, and some of it's pretty good, you wet it and roll it in, it'll set up. Or we could put it in with this cold mix, which you buy in bags, and it's set up, he said it's stay on it. But a lot better than just caliche.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not a real big hole, it's just maybe 2 or 3 wheelbarrows full. But it's enough to make, kind of like this pothole going east on 302, about Harrison Pan. I don't know how many times I've hit that thing. The state hasn't fixed it yet.
They're not gonna touch it until they start paving it, so I doubt it, you know.
Well, I go around it now, I figured out where it was. But that's what he said about that. And then, Mr. Cook and I visited with George on the hilltop and driveways that they're putting in some of the residences up there with that wrap material. And as far as, what I understand is they just about got that finished.
Looks nice, looks good.
What about 300?
300 looks good, there's no real changes on it, just those 2 spots on 407 that we discussed last time. It's the only thing that's really needs addressing at this point.
Okay. And we're working on the, I think that they're supposed to award, open those bids up, that fencing. Had to rebid that fencing, by the way.
I was gonna ask you about that after.
Yes, sir. And since we're talking about roads.
Yeah.
And, anyway, they're gonna open those bids up later on, before this next quarter, and we'll award that bid, but hopefully.
Yeah.
Anything else on county roads, commissioners? Okay, then we'll move on to receive an update on the water system. Harlan, Josh, is he here? Josh.
Sir.
There you go, come on up, Commissioner.
Good afternoon. We finished all the line relocates on College Street, took up most of the month. Hamilton Construction started excavation on it this morning. Other than that, everything's running great.
All the ROs?
I hate to say that because I jinxed myself, but right now, yes.
Well, good, that's great, that's good news.
Any questions?
No, I don't have any. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Fire incident report. Do you have any, Harlan?
I'm at there somewhere.
Okay, thank you. You've been busy too, Harlan.
Yeah, well, and part of those is when I was out of town, part of those and all that, but sped up work that I've been back, I've already got that into this month. Barely.
Good job, sir, thank you. Any questions about the fire department incident report? Next item is to approve Loving County Sheriff's Asset Forfeiture Report of 2021. Any questions about that?
I'll make a motion.
I'll say.
Have a motion by Commissioner Hopper and a second by Commissioner Ritria. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Next item is to approve the order of May the 7th constitutional amendment election. We'll have to sign these, commissioners, whenever we approve this order. I'll make the motion for a second.
I'll second.
Have a second by Commissioner Hopper. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So stick around and we'll get your signatures before you leave for this order. Please, sir. And also an order for the May 24th Democrat and Republican runoff election. We'll need a motion for that one, please.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Have a motion by Commissioner King, a second by Commissioner Renteria. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? I guess we'll need to sign that one too, right? Yeah. Okay, the next item is to spread on the minutes, continuing education hours, excuse me, for Regina Wilkinson. So we'll spread that on the minutes. Also spread on the minutes, Texas Association of Counties Risk Management Pool recognizes Loving County for 0 lost time. Cool. We'll spread that one on the minutes. Did we get all the business, commissioners? I think we did. If not anything else come forth the court, we'll stand adjourned. Thank you, commissioners. Thank you, audience.